Crypto Billionaire 69 coming back at you guys with another daily end of technical analysis video. Grab your coffee, sit down. I'm taking a sip right now. Let's get straight into the charts. Bitcoin is currently down 6.5% on the day. Let's go ahead and check Dogelon Mars. Dogelon Mars is currently down 5.95%. So it's actually weird to see that Bitcoin is down a little more than Dogelon, because normally this is down about 2 to 3 times more. Let's go ahead and switch to the candle charts. Today we will be going over price action, what we need to expect in this big dip, what we need to look for on Bitcoin and Dogelon Mars as we continue to this downside. Hopefully we will catch some support. We can already see the volume is it's coming in, but it was coming in on the selling candles here, these red candles, which means it's very it pushed through these levels of support very easily because there was a lot of selling pressure coming in. Don't quite know what the catalyst is, if there even is any catalyst. If you know of a catalyst, go ahead and leave that in the comment section so you can enlighten us and educate us. But I am here for the price action, so let's get into this price action. We're going to start with Bitcoin, move over to Dogelon Mars. Let's do this, guys. All right, to the 4 hourly candles we go. Boom. So these are the 4 hourly candles. That means each candle is 4 hours. What is a candlestick? A candlestick is the green, the red, the green, the red, you know. If the candle is red, that means it starts at the top, closes at the bottom. If the candle's green, it starts at the bottom, closes at the top. So look at this major sell-off we've had, and we are seeing a little bit of a retracement. However, right now it's pretty much trying to catch a falling knife. So we definitely want to wait and see some support. Zooming out to see if there is any support to the left, and as you can see here, there was one point that we absolutely busted through, and now we have this new point of support around these 15,584 levels. But if we zoom out and come over here, we shall see right here, we have another little point of support around here, and maybe even one right around here. So let's go ahead and go back to the candlesticks that we were looking at and see how that correlates with what we are seeing today. My friends, hope you guys are having a great day. Let's get into this. So we see major sell-off, and then it catches support around these 15,600 levels, okay? Now, it's important to check this Fibonacci level, because as we are retracing, it's pretty nice to see it hold around between the 786s and the 0.5s. But to be realistic, we will probably head back down to these $15,000 levels. Or, on the flip side, we are going to spike out of the water. So, one of those two things are going to happen. It's just a matter of waiting until that one thing happens and then getting in and riding the coattails of the big whales. Because, as you can see, whenever there has been a major spike, let's just go ahead and look at this one, for example. The first 2 days, like, it's extremely obvious that we are going to spike. Huge green candle with volume. That right there is just an indicator to get in. So that's what we're looking for, is just a blatantly obvious sign to get in. There's no point of rushing into a trade, because most of the time, if you rush and you try to make that quick cash, you're gonna not make that quick cash, and you're going to lose most of your money, especially if you are trading with emotion. So what we are looking for is something along the lines of a big green candle overbearing previous resistance, and that push back up to these $30,000 levels on Bitcoin. Now, if you think about it, that's almost 100% increase from where we are, around 90%. So it's going to take a lot in order for that to happen. However, if that does happen, Dogelon Mars will be in for a ride. Now, as we can clearly tell, we are seeing the same price action with Dogelon Mars. It's actually looking a little bit better over on this side in the small cap coin over here, because we saw this huge candle, right? Selling pressure, taking profits, came up, almost created a double top, but didn't quite have the momentum, and then it started pushing back down. Now, we were indeed looking at this Fibonacci level, and we can see right here around these 0.618 levels, I do believe. Let's go ahead and zoom in so we can get a clearer view of this. Yeah, no, around these 0.5 levels, we saw a little doji candle form, came back up and touched it. Then we saw this red candle here, pushing down through these 618s, fast. Pushing down through these 0.786s, fast, and then retracing back up and closing. The next candle started above these 0.786 levels, pushed all the way down, closed, and then this candle showing nice bullish action actually. This is called a bullish engulfing candle, where it engulfs this red candle. It's a good sign. But it started at the bottom, now we're here at the top, and then closed right in the middle over here. Started here, now we're on this current daily candle. Let's drop it into these 4-hourly time frames. Seen a little bit of retracement. However, we almost hit these 0-0 levels, which pretty much means all the buyers that were once in have sold, and we're back to the previous levels of where we started. The only difference is the volume right now. As you can clearly tell, there's a lot more volume than there was over here in these previous levels, which is a very good sign, because that means whenever we do start to move, it's going to start to move a lot faster, because with less volume comes less movement, less volatility. With more volume comes huge swings, huge volatility. So as we're lower, it's pretty nice to get in, start averaging in, especially if you're holding this coin long term like I am. Continue to average in. I haven't bought in a few months now. I am just being patient with it, waiting for the right time. Bitcoin is still down around these $16,000 levels, and it was holding around those $20,000 levels for a good little moment there. But it broke through, it busted through those very recently, as we can see right here. Busted through those $20,000 levels, hit all the way down to these 18,000s, and then consolidated between this $18,000 range and this 21 to 20, even up here 22.7 range. But now we busted through the bottom again, and this very well, my friends, could be a fake out before the next move higher. So do not forget that. These big money players know what they're doing, and they want to make everyone think that the opposite is happening, and this is the best way to do one of those scare tactics. Hang in there while I take a sip of my drink. Right here, this is very, very important. Dogelon Mars. We are still getting some volume. However, right now it's just a waiting game. We want to wait and see when, first of all, when Bitcoin starts to see if this is a fake out. If this is a fake out, we'll see a push higher than this $18,000 level within the next week. Pretty easy sign right there. If it's not a fake out, we'll consolidate between these 18,000s and this bottom part 15,000s for probably a week or two, and then break through. If it is just this absolute sellout, blowout, we're going to continue to the downside into previous supports, which is way back when. I'll go ahead and get those levels for you guys. Our next line of support is around these 14,500 levels and these 13,000 300 levels. Big level of support right here at this triple top. Around these $12,000 levels. However, keep in mind, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the daily candle so you guys can see this perspective a little bit better. Look at the volume here compared to the volume here. It's a major difference. So these levels of support have they have significance, but not too much, just because volume wasn't too big back in the day whenever Bitcoin was nothing. Dogelon Mars, on the other hand, prices we need to watch today. Let's get into it. At the top of the range, we have this 3712 level. At the top of this candle wick, I'm going to go ahead and close this Fibonacci out so it looks a little more clean. Take this trend line. This is we're in an upward trend, kind of. It's probably going to break through the bottom, come back down to these 2811 levels. From here, we'll see a little bit of buyers step in, begin to push it higher, and then continue to drop if it's going to continue to go down to this next support level, this 2465 level. This is very important here. If you're a day trader and you are reading the tape, if you know what that is, then this 2465 level is an extremely important level to watch, because you'll be able to see a lot of price action there. If you see a lot of buying pressure, go ahead and get in that buy order, because the likelihood of it bouncing at this 2465 level is a lot higher than the likelihood of it bouncing at this 2826 level, or even where it's currently at, around this 3328 level. At the top of the range, we have almost like quadruple top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking a sip of my drink. Coffee time, baby. 3608. Very important to watch. But right now it's a waiting game, my friends. It's a waiting game. Once this thing starts to take off, within the next year, by next election cycle on 2024, we should see a nice little, okay, think about it. By 2024, the next presidential cycle, we would have already put in new lows. If we would continue to consolidate and even move to the downside, crypto and everything that all these billionaire investors, institutions, all their money that they've put in would have been for nothing. All this consumerism of crypto would have been for nothing if it continues to the downside. However, if those institutions decide to push it up a little more, retail traders catch on and continue to buy it back up, I can bet my butt institutions are buying the crap out of this dip. Retail traders are too scared. Retail traders are holding their losses, waiting for it to go back up, while institutions are loading their bags. So when it does go back up, they'll promote it on the media, and then all the retail traders that have been saving their cash for a nice moment to invest into the markets will go ahead and put their cash in right around these levels like they did before, right around these levels. As we move to the upside, after we see a strong spike with media coverage, it retraces. People say this is a great time. They get in, pushes it higher, and then institutions sell off. So right now, biggest thing is to be loading up your bags alongside the institutions, because if the institutions are buying anywhere, you can bet your ass they're buying right here, right now, today. So Bitcoin is down. $16,000 levels. My goodness gracious. Do you guys remember when it was up at those $67,000 levels? Remember that? $68,000 levels. Everyone was thinking it's going to go to 100K. No doubt. No doubt. Billionaires were on YouTube talking about it. How they have invested over 30% of their portfolio into crypto. Hopefully they sold out. Made a couple million. Couple hundred million even. But really, what we're looking at is a long-term hold. We're going to be in this for a long time, guys. So I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm here to tell you the truth, and that is the truth. It's looking like we're going to have to wait, and that's completely fine with me. I'll just continue to make money how I make money, live life how I live life, hang out with the family, because at the end of the day, this is all just money working for you. You don't really have to watch these charts if you're long-term investing. Now, if you're a day trader, it's a completely different process. I ought to make some more day trading videos for all you day traders. If you want to reach out to me as a day trader, feel free to shoot me an email. It's free, so don't worry about that, and I'll get back to you at mycryptomoves@gmail.com. I'll put in the link in the description, my email in the description. So all of you guys with the information can hit me up. We can share our knowledge. Another great place to share information is the Patreon, because whenever we do start to spike, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to take profits, right now it's just accumulating bags. Very simple, very easy. It's long term. But as we start to spike and move higher than these $23,000 levels, $24,000 levels, the Patreon will be extremely, extremely valuable. So, not saying you got to get in now, but definitely consider it when we're moving higher than these $25,000 levels. It will be worth your investment, because I will be going over trades and how you can scale out of your profits while mitigating your risk and maximizing your reward. Very, very important to learn this stuff while you can. Because once you know it, you can use it for the rest of your life, my friends. That being said, Dogelon Mars, pretty much following the same pattern. Been over this before. And I'm going to go ahead and drop to these 30-minute time frames, see what we're looking at. Yeah, this is it's just a nice pattern. I've seen this so many times in the past, where it comes up, comes down, and then goes back up, continues to come down, consolidates. Right now, we're just it's a waiting game, so. That being said, crypto being is 69. Hope you guys liked this video, enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. Hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. Leave a comment about any coins you want me to go over, or questions you have. If you want me to go over how candlesticks work, how to draw a trend line and read support resistance, different trading styles, I can do that. I would love to do that, actually. Crypto being at 69. I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are doing well, making money. Love you guys. Peace.